Hey YouTube, coming at you with a viewer submitted team. This is from Zarmilo, so thank you for the submission. And I open this, usually when I open up people's battle, I immediately look at the team and within 1 second I say, yes, no, yes or no, essentially right away. And this one was an immediate yes. I love this team. I'm actually working with Galvantula on my final legend push of Ultra League right now. Galvantula is very, very, very strong, very sneaky. Jellicent, of course, is just so... Both these back Pokemon, Jellicent and Golispod. So Jellicent is just one of... As soon as that surf happened, it became so strong in Ultra League, and it is still extremely, extremely strong. So that is that. I would put Golispod as the thumbnail, but people do not click on Golispod as the thumbnail, but you should, because Golispod for both Great League, Ultra League, and in my gym breakers has been insane. And if you don't have one built up, you should definitely invest in one. Again, these are in expert rank. So let's take a look at the battles. And here we go. You're thinking Jellicent on the lead. This is a great lead for you. And it is, but it also like isn't. The only problem with Galvantula, my Galvantula is a level 50. I'm assuming his is probably the same. One surf to a level 50 Galvantula does over 50% health damage. It's so squishy Galvantula in the Ultra League is what I noticed. And one discharge does not take out. So I would, as you did here, commit the shield because you have a ton of energy. So 2 surfs would have taken you out. That's why they didn't leave the matchup, because they didn't have to. They bank they survive a discharge, and they able to 2 surf you. But loaded with energy Galvantula is also very dangerous. Banking the second one, you do have, so it's a double water, double bug team, right? So 2 waters in the back and 2 bugs sort of with Golispod and Galvantula there. So it's an interesting team combo. I really like it. You neutralize the fire with the water on Golispod. You neutralize grass with the bug on Golispod. So like it just, the typing helps here. And the spamminess of the claws and X-Scissor just took a full health Cresselia down to a quarter, and now we are just in basically Hex and Surf range. Grass Knot does like 40% I was gonna say. Might want to get the Surf off. Yeah, good timing. Like having watched the last submission I did in rank 20, and then watching now a a legend, or not legend, an expert, expert pushing to legend here is night and day in terms of like fast move timing, sniping there, energy management. These are the type of things that you would expect in someone pushing to a legend right now. So very well done. Again, this is resisted, but they're in the red, so they're going to shield no matter what. Might as well get off something that lowers their attack. Can't quite get the farm down. 1 Hex will take this out, and a lowered Wheezing is not even super effective, is not going to do near enough to take that out. So good win there. Haxorus, that's a tough lead. So I mean, yeah, you can resist counter and get take a break and you're gonna shield a break and swipe. That's interesting. Well, it's not surprising because break and swipe hits like a truck, and this thing is so glassy. Gonna get the lunge off. I think you can they're not gonna let this go because they've already lowered your attack. Looks like you can win. Depends if they want to shield here or not. This is not going to take out because you lowered their attack. This will be the second lower of their attack. Your attack is lowered twice. What they could do is let this go and come farm. Okay, or they're going to try and fight for switch. I would let this go and come in Golispod. I'm surprised. I was going to say I'm surprised you didn't come in Golispod earlier. But I guess you didn't want to be switch locked. So if you're going to have to take break and swipe here and then your switch lock, it'd be tough. So you're going to have to take this and then probably reset depending on what it is. Yeah, Jellicent, immediately get out of here. Oh, and it is electric. Yeah, you can just, you can quit. You're not weak to electric, and that's why I was kind of surprised you didn't come. That was my only kind of like critique of that first battle. You have such a bad matchup. It's not a bad matchup because I guess they're throwing resisted counters and you're throwing resisted volt switches. But because you're so glassy and they're going to just outpace you, you're going to lose that lead, and you are double weak to electric. And there's not, again, I always say do not worry about a backline being double weak to something if it's not around a lot. There's not a lot of electric. There's Galvantula, which I'm starting to using, but not a lot of people are using it. And there is, I guess your only other things you need to worry about is like a Registeel having Zap Cannon and Ampharos, which is unfortunate that you saw it. So I get why you didn't come out right away, because they were having resisted counters too, and I guess you didn't want to be lower your Golisopod's attack, but you just left yourself out for vulnerability there. They are not getting out, so you're baiting, which is always risky. Yeah, I get it. I get it, because you're gonna now survive an icy wind, and your volt switches are what are doing the damage. It's always risky like that, because if they don't shield, it's just a resisted move. I get the idea of why you did it, because they are not getting out, right? They have a flyer which they are not getting out of, which means they're probably weak to Galv in the back. It's gonna be close here, actually. Okay, so you do get the farm down. You'll be able to throw a move. It is a Swampert, so that's good. They may try and farm down, but getting this off, and now you're just immediately, yeah, okay. I was about to say, so the thing is, you have essentially two answers here to Swampert in the back. Jellicent and golispod both are good answers to this. Earthquake from a non-shadow, oh my god. Earthquake from a non-shadow does nothing to Jellicent, because Jellicent is just ridiculously tanky in this meta. And now it is a Cress, and you are just going to wipe the floor with his backline. Cress and Swampert are going to get lit up by Golisopod and Jellicent here, so they have to shield. Yeah, there's no point of baiting that. You'll live a Grass Knot from this range and get another one off. Shadow Ball off here. If I were you, I would immediately switch to Golisopod, because I don't think there's a reason to get farmed down here. See, these are the things that someone who's played almost 34,000 GBL battles plus all these tournaments I play, these are the types of switches and decisions that you need to make that really separates people who, where I think from the legend players from like the rank 20 players. I think a lot of people would just kind of like stay in that matchup, but like making that instant swap there to do that is 100% the right play. Ooh, Smackdown. You're gonna lunge and get that out. You're double weak to rock with oh, this is tricky. This is tricky because you're double weak to rock. Yeah, I think staying in and getting double lunges off is probably the right move. You're double weak to rock, and your other thing that's not weak to rock is weak to grass. So, yeah, kind of unlucky there. You get taken out, that's fine. Hex down, yeah. And they come in walrein. So this is probably good for you. Again, you might want to try and catch an earthquake, or just come in here because does bug resist earthquake? I think so, right? Just going straight X scissor as you can. Earthquake would still, I think it's resisted, but it would still hurt. Yeah, it is resisted. Okay, that didn't hurt as much as well, yeah, down to 50% with all these icicles is what I expected. But yeah, it is resisted. So just getting in here and not having to take it on the oh, this is a Swampert in the back again. Brutal. Yeah, Golispod is such a good answer to Swampert here. And you essentially have two answers to Swampert, which is why this team is smart, because your Galvantula is going to get lit up by Swampert, but you have two answers for it in the back. So I like the team comp. I like the way you're playing. Again, I do like maybe nice catch. Very well. They're good. Like great plays. They may try and catch. Yeah, I was about to say they mistimed that, but your shield. Yeah, I would expect that catch too, because that's sort of their only win condition is to catch that. But now you're at multiple shadow balls. Not multiple, but pretty much multiple shadow balls. They got a shield. Yeah, you caught their hydro, so that's not an earthquake. That's just a hydro. I think they should probably at least fake it, but I don't think it matters. Once you caught and then they didn't catch, like it was over. Let's farm down. I was going to say you could shield or not shield. It does not matter. One claw is going to take this out. One hex will take it out as well. So Crest lead, obviously you have like three answers for Crest. They try to catch. Yeah, I would actually. This is where it gets tricky, right? I would also stay in this matchup. you got volt switches are adding up. I don't know if I love this. Yeah, okay. It ended up working. I don't know if I love that because the only thing is Focus Blast and Zap Cannon are not going to take you out anyways. They're both super resisted, right? But 2 will take you out even if you lower their attack or not. So you're lucky that you got the shield, but I probably just go straight discharge in that situation. Because now they're still going to take you out if they want, right? And you still need to commit the shield. So you got the shield, which is fine, and no attack drop, so you can just farm down here, which is great. So you got the shield, but it's kind of a risky shield there. Giratina comes in. You have 2 answers for this, and you have 2 answers in the front. So yeah, lowering their attack is unnecessary, I would say, because of that exact situation where they can just eat that and immediately reset. And when you have two answers for Giratina and Crest in the back here, you might as well just go into 1 right away. Save those 2 lunges in case this does take you out here, that you can then do that. Or if this doesn't take you out, and then you can switch lock, not that it will matter, but if you can switch lock the Giratina and lowered its attack with 2 lunges. See, now you're going to come lunge and lower its attack once, but they've already reset the 1. But if you banked both of these, you would have this. Again, it won't matter because you're just going to dominate this with your backline anyways. But if you could have lowered its attack times 2, you are going to lower times 2 anyways. And now it would have been 3 times lower, right? So, and then it would have had super no chance, even if you had like a bad matchup in the back, like against, if you had like a Swampert or something, where it would have been trickier, it would not have been trickier 3 times lowered. Again, it will not matter with this matchup because you can just go straight Surf at this point. Yeah. So, good wins. Minor things I do different here and there. But I like the team. Smart team choice. Well played overall. Good on the counting. Good on knowing when to sort of bank energy most of the time and snipe and stuff like that. So, well played. Good team. Yeah. The team I'm running with, when's this going up? Tuesday afternoon? Yeah, the team that you're probably going to see Wednesday morning or afternoon is Galvantula. It's very close. Theory is very close. It's Galvantula, Swampert, and Giratina Altered. And that's the team I'm running with, to the tune of 10-5 so far, with at least 1 blown game by me. So I think Galvantula is very strong in this meta. I like the backline you deal with Swampert to a certain extent here, and that's my thought process too with Giratina. And that is it. So thanks for the submission. That is it. Yeah, so submission, link in the description. You just upload your battles to that's government. You upload your battles to Google Drive, and then send me the link in the link below. Send me the link to your Google Docs battles or folder in the link below. Just make sure I have access to them, because you need to give permission to the person that you're giving the link to. And then there's a section there. Do you have anything you want me to promote, like Twitter or something? You can say yes or no there, but you can also put in whether you're putting this in to like have it. Like, I'm going to kind of critique every battle that comes with me. Like, I critique some here, but again, this player did great 95% of the time. Just like minor things I would do differently here and there. Just let me know if you're like submitting for like I want to be, teach me, or just teach me or showcase, essentially. Like, super analyze my battle or just showcase this team because I think it's strong. That's it. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.